morning, I got money on my mind. Wake up every morning, I got money on my mind. Wake up every morning, I got money on my mind.
We're trading every day. Listen to the Time Father and everything Nick says. You gotta remember what you see. Don't be a Gary. If you want that pork master, here's the place to be. And learn crypto. Welcome to Learn Crypto. We'll make you rich. We're gonna ride that.
What's up, guys? Want to jump on here again. Markets are kind of firming back up. Ethereum went to another new high here on the recovery. Ran up and did a 215. So thought that was good. Bitcoin back to 65.10 a little bit ago. I would guess we're doing some type of maybe a little fourth wave here and then still a little bit higher. There was resistance 0.382, more up around 6,600. So I thought maybe we could get up there. One thing interesting today, I think, what we had, Novogratz came out and tweeted that he thought maybe the low was in, which that's a pretty good tweet, I would say. So he's calling for a bottom right here. This was the Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index. So he's saying this area here was resistance. That was where we broke out and we came back and kissed that yesterday. So I guess he's now bullish. So I think that's good. Our software, this is updated a few minutes ago. So you can see here major sell volume coming in, and also again here in the last couple of days. And finally we've got almost the biggest up volume off the lows going back to here really. So we have had some decent volume come in. So let's see what's up. What's going on, Chris, Steven? So, I guess give us a little bit more room. I did reach out to Elliott Wave International today, Robert Prechter and his group, because I had been showing you those guys were still thinking that we had done ABCX, ABC, and we need 5 waves down, which is, I did show that, and that would mean this rally is going to find resistance somewhere right here. What's up, Taj? and we're still going to go down and take out that, to wipe everybody out, take out the lows, do a spring or a shakeout. I asked them why, why they're not leaning to any type of bullish count. I knew really what the answer was, and a lot of it obviously is this didn't look impulsive, the rally to 8,400, and then we came back and corrected, 95% of it. And the same thing here, this rally, we called this rally here, but didn't know how to call it 5 ways up. Again, it wasn't really impulsive in nature. Then we retraced what, 80+% of it quickly. The only thing to leaning to the bull side would be that, the Bitcoin has been much stronger. The alts did bleed out here when we came down and did this D2, if that's the bullish count. And then it did it again here from the 7,400 to the breakdown to 61 and change. So I'd agree it's not looking too well. But then, as I've told you, it sense like with the software, there's somebody buying at 6,250, 6,300 back here, and then again the last few days. So I do think, as I said earlier today, if we come back down and take out 6,250, 6,300, I would think that raises the odds that we do come down below 5,800, 5,700, scare out the last bulls, and then I think that'll be a spring or a shakeout, and then we will aggressively move to the upside. But I'm still on the lookout that 6,600 or so here, we rally through there with good volume, which tells you possibly the low's already in, and we've done a 1-2, 1-2, which would be incredibly bullish. And again, it doesn't look that easy. It doesn't look like that would be the count. But again, I'm not really 100% Elliott wave. I mean, I'm a Wyckoff. I own the Institute. I used really Elliott just kind of to back up, give me a roadmap of what Wyckoff was saying. And Wyckoff was friendly at 61.94 with the technometer readings. And then it was the same back here at the 62.50, 6,300 on the ride to 7,400. So I guess we got to be on the lookout that possibly we just had deep retracements because the alt's bleeding out. Bitcoin's trying to turn it higher, but needs the alts to quit bleeding. So we did get the technometer down to that 38 reading. That was down here. And also here where we had the divergences. So, this has the makings of a good low. Then we had the same thing back here. So, let's just stay on the lookout. Somebody's just jumping in here, though, like I said, on, I think, the Novogratz news. I did tweet it 40 minutes ago. He's tweeting that the low is in on the Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index, which obviously is way different than the Bitcoin chart. And as I said, we've already had these lows, so maybe we've already cleaned up all the longs. So let's go back to the 15-minute. This is kind of the trend lines I've had in, so I would allow for still a higher move here, maybe to 6,600. Then again, if we retrace to 63, 62.50, I would think that's telling you that we're still headed a little bit lower. So that's all the news I really got. Here's, Bitcoin Cash again bled out. It's had a pretty good run off the bottom. Showed some strength a little bit ago. Ethereum cleared down to 170, which was an Elliott wave objective. Heavy shorts in there. Now back up to 213. Litecoin down at, 47 and change. Back to 55. Neo, 16 and change to 18 and change. So I don't know if anybody's got any charts they want to bring up to go over real quick. The software, as I said, is working. It's a little slow because we're still pulling data from the API people. until we get it from my WebSocket. There's XRP last month. Then it loads the OP Force and Tech. You can see down here we had a 35 on Ripple. Actually make that 31 and change up to 37 today. So definitely overbought yesterday in Ripple. Right, Litecoin down at these levels. Exactly. So let me see. I'm going to have symbols in here that Nick and I had added. So some of these I haven't checked because I don't trade this. There's ONT USD. The OP in Tech is straight line. That means I'm not getting data from the API provider. So I might have, I got to double check into that. Otherwise I'm going to have ONT BTC. Let's see if the OP Tech loads there. Some of these symbols I put in myself, they're not matching up to the API. I'm guessing this one, yeah, this one did work. ONT BTC. So technometer down at 41 seems to be somewhat an oversold level. 38 is considered more oversold. Not much else to say. OP's been in a downtrend until yesterday, not coming off of it very much. Let me make a note to double check ONT USD to see why it didn't work, and maybe I need USDT. Probably a mistake of mine. Okay, I do not have Dragon, not in the software. I got Ven, Vert, Vers, Veritasum. Sorry guys, these are symbols that I trade, and also Nick and I are trying to set up some indexes. So I'm making notes. I'll add VED as well. Short squeeze is 68, 6,900. Taj, thanks. Let's go back. OMG USDT. Technometer clear down here to 2262 with the OP coming down extremely hard, and actually even a new low today. So I would think OMG would once again dig out of here. Z Classic, I don't know about the, that's kind of Nick's wheelhouse. Here's ZCL USD. And that's one I knew was wrong. Again, ZCL USDT, I believe, is what I need. Let me try to get these fixed. ZCL BTC. These errors are really, as I said, my mistakes probably. This should load. There's ZCL BTC. A lot of these coins are looking the same. Volume still continuing down. Bounced a hair today. I mean, the software is working good, so it's just a little slow loading, but that's because the way we're bringing it in. My lead developer's telling me there will not be an issue. So actually, I'm wiring them more money tomorrow, and they will be working on getting it into Amazon server and my WebSocket. Then we can offer some subscriptions. So I'm thinking about really trying to lower the price more just to get more people into the software. get more activity, get more of a community. Is what I'm really hoping for. So there's ZCL USD. Did that below 350 and ran up to 4. Not much there. XLM had the good news, ran up, and then retraced majority of it, and then back near the highs again. XLM still looking pretty good. Litecoin, USDT. Then I'm probably going to try to merge these together to get Litecoin, USDT, Litecoin, USD. And I'm deciding about Bitcoin, just trying to bring in as much volume as I can to get a better view, and then get some of these sectors built out. Going to go into the 5-minute on Litecoin. It's up to 95 exchanges. I don't really know how many exchanges report Litecoin USDT. I'd have to look into that if it mattered, but we're bringing in all the volume that we can. There's 5-minute Litecoin chart. That would be going back to August 13th, so it's a month chart. When it comes up, then you can go out longer term if you'd like. History still loading. So it's trying to load the volume. There it loads it. You can see volume's been in a steep downtrend, and even off the lows here, volume hasn't came in very strong. What up, McNugget? Then let's see Ethereum USDT, so what it looks like on a 5-minute. Stunner must be on the beach or something. He doesn't even come in and comment during the live shows. Here's Ethereum USDT loading 5-minute. Hold on, because that did not load correctly. That's still Litecoin. It's coming off my server and the WebSocket. Everything should load much, much quicker. So Ethereum USDT loading the daily. So we look at the 5-minute here real quick. You're welcome, ECA. You're going to get honesty, that's one thing. And I think that's kind of lacking on a lot of this stuff. Thanks, K9. So there's Ethereum daily USDT.
Show me the money.
Not much here to show. We're back to 46 on the technometer. The best thing is we're getting obviously a good view on all volumes, so we got to have that. Five-minute price chart, Ethereum, 170 to 215. Same thing, steep downtrend, but a little more volume coming in on Ethereum. I'm sure a lot of shorts are getting a little bit covered there. All right, here's ICX USD. Let's see if that. I think I got some issues on USD. I think somebody should have been something different. I was trying to get a new software where it'd be easy to Skype Nick in, but I didn't know Nick was leaving until he was gone. So, what's up, Johnny Cool? Also, XMR there had a good run, then came back down to 96. I think that coin looks good moving forward, hopefully. Here's ICX BTC. What's up, Clifford, the tree man? And the best thing about some of these charts just is you're getting in, you're showing majority of volume, so that way you can look at the daily volume and really get a feel for these bars of what's going on versus just looking at, you know, Bitfinex or Binance or whatever. Because everyone's looking at charts with one exchange. What's going on, Bitcoin Jedi? So there's ICX BTC. That was an oversold reading as well yesterday. 38 is considered oversold, 50 is considered overbought on the stock side. So again, we got to see what that looks like on cryptos. I mean, so far, you know, on the Bitcoin, I had to buy at 63.40 or so on the way to 7,400. I didn't get a good sell on the upside. Didn't really see it on Elliott Wave, and the software didn't really give it to me, except the rally didn't get enough volume behind it. So we could have trailed closer stops. And then the software on Bitcoin did give me the buy at 61.94 a few days ago that I tweeted about. So, and then it kind of gave you confirmation the last few days that we were still good for it to work a little bit higher. So, happy about that, trying to help us out. And hopefully just give us some points of reference where maybe buying was coming in or selling to keep in mind on down the road. Because the only takeaway I can get from like the Bitcoin charts is I keep saying back here, there was some buying at 6250, 6300, and the same thing emerged here. So I think it's impressive that we're holding that when 5800 is, you know, not very far away. Yeah, Nick's on Twitter bragging, no doubt. He might not be able to, I don't know what his issue is. We haven't talked, but I'm sure he's just taking a break. So again, 6250 or so gives away. We're probably in trouble short term. But it is interesting how we're holding. So, and check out the tweet on Novigrad saying the low's in. Here's most finance execs say cryptos are here to stay. They ran a bunch of surveys. So I still think the news gets better. I mean, somewhat price got ahead of itself. We had to have technology catch up. I think we're getting that done. And we'll get ready for another run to the upside again. And then we've got, this is the dollar again. We gave the sell here the second time. So far, it looks pretty good. I'd mentioned earlier today on the broadcast that maybe this is the first wave down. This is an A, B, and we'll come over here for a C. Or we collapse right here, which, same thing. If it collapses here, Bitcoin probably goes up now. If we rally up for an ABC, then Bitcoin can come down for one more sell-off. Here's Dent BTC, 4 hour. Not much here recently. So kind of drifting still. XRP, I mean, you just saw on our software, the XRP was was huge oversold yesterday. Here it is on TradingView. I mean, really just come down and check that previous low. I mean, same thing. I mean, we all know this 20 level was important on the way up. Kind of goes with what Novogratz is saying, so we came back to that level. I mean, I had to think adding some Ripple here or buying some can't hurt. Let's let it load on the software real quick. Co-vesting, I don't trade that one myself. And we have that over here at Coinigy. There's a Cove BTC. Well, we've liked that chart. Been nice if we've done a little bit more here the last week or so. There's McNugget giving a little bit of information. Seems like cryptos, blockchains are still here. Let's go back to the Ripple chart. Down here, 31 on the technometer, which is extremely oversold. You will see here that the OP did have some buying come in here and then a retracement. So this is some interesting buying on downticks. I would say because of that, because of the technometer yesterday, I would think Ripple would be interesting here. Let ADA load. Let's go back. Here's ADA USDT. Kind of had this downward sloping diagonal here. Extremely oversold on ADA. And I think you probably still nibble on these things here, and then you nibble if you've got more cash, if we get one more break on Bitcoin. I still think the one more break will be the final one if we have it. Kind of what Taj was saying, you could buy a few here with close stops. I'd have rather you done that the last 3 days or so when I got bullish at 61.94. Because we're 300 higher, so would have took a little risk out of the equation. Here's ADA, software, 28 was huge oversold. Big negative volume bar. Not much to add there. Flying pigs in our future. There's a flying pig. Oh, we get a
It's a fourth blaster. This could be a 10 banger.
gonna be a 10 banger.
You heard it on crypto right here now.
We need a 10 banger. That's what we need. So let's go back here. What was it? Lulu. stock software. Kind of neutral on the technometer. Volume has supported the rally, looks like nicely. So not much to add there. Would be long. I would probably buy a break if the technometer could come down to 38 on any type of maybe move back below the 150 level. Would probably be a buy if that can. What's up, Cannon? We're going to do Vertcoin USDT. Let that one load here for a second. Here's Vertcoin on the going back to the first of the year. Slowing its descent, so I think that one could look interesting down here. That chart appears not to be loading correctly, so let me try Vertcoin BTC. You can see that not heavy sell volume in Vertcoin like all these other coins have had. So prices came down with everything, but a little bit of buying in here that we showed on Ripple. So these are oversold readings in the technometer. So I also think Vertcoin down here probably gives pretty good value. That's 65 cents. Funfair, I don't believe I've got that in the software. I'm going to say no, and I'm wrong. Funfair USDT. I might have to double check this one. That's an overbought technometer reading there, so, and volume hasn't been coming down, so let me see about Fund BTC. What's up, Lodak? Carrie's in here. Whoa, better give her a wrench, because she is a wrench. Huh. Give a few wrenches out. What's up, Elizabeth? So back to 64.90. Let's see it print up to 6,600, and I will be interested to see how it holds up after that print. Well, hold on a second. Because as I said, I reached out to Elliott Wave International today, Robert Prechter's people. The only way you could be bullish here would you would have called it correction ended here, which is what I actually did do. This would be like a 1-2-1-2, getting ready for a big up move. The problem that doesn't look right is this really wasn't impulsive enough, even though volume wasn't bad. The decline was way too deep. And then we had another, it kind of looked like 5 waves up. I couldn't really call it for that. I talked about it the night of the high. I just couldn't get comfortable with 5 waves up. And then again, we had a pretty deep sell-off quickly that got deep. So the thing is, you can blame a lot of that on the alts and just horrible sentiment. So I don't know if Bitcoin, held so much better here that it's just coiling up to have a big move higher. But we're going to find that out here, I'm guessing, in the coming days, because on the bearish count, we really got to just probably 6,500 here, 6,600 stops this rally. and then we see another move right back down then. That's what, so we need that probably to keep the bearish count alive. Because this would just be an A up, a B wave, and a C. And again, it does smell that way. I had to buy down here to 61.84 or 61.94. This is when the volume came in and price held. So again, this was impressive here at 6,200, 6,250. So we could surprise to the upside. We give up 6,250, 6,300, go down and break 5,700, scare the shit out of everybody, and then start the rally. So that's all I got. Out here looking for Alright guys, that's all I got. Oh, AMD, you wanted to go over that. Let me bring that one up again. Here's AMD on the 1 year. Big reversal today, but that's going to be expected after that rally that it's had. I'm short UUP, and I will throw a few things out here. This is CAKE. This looks a little bearish. I am short that from a few days ago. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. That chart looks pretty interesting. Oversold technometer. That's one to look at. What else here? That's probably about it. TLT, I've been short. That one continues lower. Not looking good there and coming off a major overbought level. So, all right, guys, that's all I got. Thanks for the people watching. And if I leave town, I won't be live. If I stay around, I'll probably jump on here. So, have a good evening. Later, Dominique.
Are you trading or investing in the fast-moving and exciting cryptocurrency markets? If so, you need to learn how to identify primary trading opportunities by implementing the Wyckoff trading methods, which was created by world-renowned stock speculator Richard D. Wyckoff. This online course teaches all you need to know to increase your returns while minimizing your risk using the Wyckoff trading method. Over 915 students have enrolled in the course since its launch in late 2017. Let's hear what course graduate Robert Hastings had to say about the course. The content and instructors of Learn Cryptocurrency and Wyckoff course are both excellent. It's worth every Satoshi. At a minimum, it saved me thousands of dollars. LearnCrypto.io is owned and operated by Wyckoff SMI, also known as Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, which has been an authority on the Wyckoff trading method for over 85 years. Founded by Richard Wyckoff in the 1930s, Wyckoff Stock Market Institute has owned the rights of the Wyckoff trading course since the beginning. So enroll today in our cryptocurrency and Wyckoff trading course. You will receive lifetime access to our current 23 lessons as well as new ones we continue to add. Also gain access to our course group at LearnCrypto.io to talk with teachers and students as you proceed with your studies. You will also get our Cryptocurrency Pulse of the Market software at a 50% discount as an enrolled student. The only place where you can gain access to our free propriety indicators known as the Optimism Pessimism Index, the Force Index, and the Technometer. Take advantage today of this excellent course and begin reaping the rewards of a time-tested method from the grandfather of technical analysis, Richard D. Wyckoff.